Hello, today I wanted to share a couple of planners that I purchased. I've just been wanting to try a ring bound system. I will make a little playlist of all of these, but these are a couple of planners from Franklin Covey that I ordered. They were on clearance for, I think they were like $12 or $15 each. So because they were so inexpensive and they have undated inserts, I thought I would give them a go and see how I liked the Franklin Covey system and how I liked the Franklin Covey planners. So the first thing to notice is the black one is smaller than the white one. They're the same height, but they're a different width, and you can see that right there. So I would say end to end, the black one is about 5.5, and the polka dot one is 6, so a ½ inch difference. I also ordered a couple of other things to go with these that I will show you. So these are like a plastic canvas. They're not leather. They didn't claim to be leather. This one was the flourish pattern, and this was the polka dot. The flourish has a button closure, and inside they're pretty similar. So I'll only go through one of them. So they're 365, which must be a line, but it has a little leather flap here that has a pouch, or I'm sorry, a pocket, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 slip pockets, and then a little pocket back here. And it has a soft material. The rings close perfectly, and they're perfectly aligned. It has a set of inserts, which I will go over in a minute. It also came with the ruler page finder, and it has a little pocket here that you can stick things in. And it has a notes page on the back, which I really think is cool, and it has all different colored note paper in it. So like the colors in here match the colors of the inserts. There's a blue, a pink, a green, and it's like every other one is that color. It's so cute and kind of like a taupe. I like that they're pre-punched. There is no pocket here. This is a slip pocket in the back, but of course it's, the notepad is in there. And then this one has the pen loop on the actual flap, which I thought was really a cool idea, because that's where your pen would naturally sit. Just to give you an idea, because I think most people are familiar, but maybe they're not, Pilot Metropolitan fits in there perfectly. Another pen, most people know about Sharpie pens, right? So a Sharpie pen sits in there very nicely. It's a little leather pen loop, so it doesn't stretch, but I think it would do the job. To me, this planner feels like it's very high quality, especially for what I paid for it. And you could take it anywhere, and you wouldn't have any problems with it. If you spill something on it, you just wipe it off. And I think it has a pretty pattern. The only thing that I've noticed, and maybe this is why it's on clearance, is around the edges, and I don't think it's coming through on camera. The white areas have yellowed. It just has like a yellow band all the way around the edge of this planner and of the other one. So I'm guessing that's why it's clearance. The polka dot one looks like this, and it's coming in pretty true to camera, although I think that you probably can't see the yellowing, but again, there's yellowing all around. It's not super noticeable, but I noticed it. The flap on this one is brown leather, and it's just a magnet that just flaps over, which is pretty cool. Inside, it's the same. It has a nice brown fabric interior. And the pen loop for this one is right here. And this is a very large pen loop. I will put the Sharpie pen in there, but that should fit in with no problem. So it's a very nice pen loop that will fit most pens. And it sits on the side, so if you have a pen in there, it's not going to get in the way of like smashing your dividers or anything. That's how it would look. So I will show you the inserts that come in this one. They're the same exact ones that come in the flourish. So you have this first page, which is just like a hard cardstock. You have a page for your information, a way to contact Franklin Covey, And then you have your monthly dividers, and they're different colors by quarter. So the first quarter is purple or blue. And the dividers are really not different. I mean, I guess they're a teeny bit heavier than the rest of the paper, but they're not at all like any kind of a heavy paper. Definitely not a cardstock. So these could easily tear. They don't really stand out a whole lot from the rest of the paper. The page spread is really nice. It's 2 pages, or yeah, a month on 2 pages. It's all undated, so there's just a little line for you to write the date. And there's a space for to-dos with a little checklist right there, and then a space for notes. It has color, but it's not overwhelming. There's a little design here in these boxes. And I like that they've basically used the entire page to give you the maximum writing space. These inserts are like 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So, or no, I'm sorry, was that 6 3/4? Yeah, like 6 3/4. So you have a significant area to write, or it seems like you do, because you know the pages are not taken up with too much design. I also like that they allowed for these holes in the middle so that it's not like cutting into your day. So you have a month, and then following that immediately you have the the week on 2-page spread. And so it gives you a space to label it, and you can see that it starts on Monday, and you have a to-do list on the other side, which I've actually kind of started doing in another planner that I have anyway, where I put like things to note and then to-dos on another side. But I like how this is already pre-divided in case you hadn't thought of that. Then there's a section for notes at the bottom. Another thing I like about this planner is that days are oriented horizontally. I find that I have way more room than vertical to write. I don't need appointment times, so that's not relevant to me. So I find that appointment times that take up space, or if it's a long skinny column, just doesn't really help me out. I also like that they give equal space to Saturday and Sunday, because I think a lot of people that work full-time are usually, have the most things to do on those days. So each day or each week is like that, and then you go to the month. The next month is February, the same stuff, March, and so on. April starts the green, and then July starts pink, and October starts a taupe color. Once you get past your months, this must be at the end of each weekly spread, each month and week. And I do like that. I like that it has given, and I should point out, I like that it separates month with all of its weeks right behind it. I don't like having the month section completely separate from the week section. This makes more sense to me. Just so you know, the month calendar starts on Sunday, but the week calendar starts on Monday, that's the setup I like. My brain thinks of the months and the weeks that way. And then at the end of each week section, you get a task list. So this says November's tasks, and then you have a couple of columns and plenty of lines to write on. You could keep a table of contents or a journal kind of thing or whatever. And it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks for each month, for those months that you have, a day on maybe the week before or something, which is really nice that they thought of that. The next section is tasks, and so this is the purple divider. And right on the back of it is just a lined, it's a lined piece of paper that is made into the divider. Again, I like that it has color. It's nice soft color, but there's not a whole lot of design, which is nice. At least it has some color, right? And then they give you several, actually quite a few, you can see that, task sheets. And the task sheets all look like this on both sides. They just have 2 columns. It says task sheet and then a place to write. Then you get to the personal section, which is green, and my dividers came a little bent. I don't know if that would bother some of you, but it might be worth noting. Several of them did in both of the planners. And then it just has a lined, the back of the divider is lined. There's a section for passwords, account, and password. So the personal section is pretty thorough. I've never seen a thorough personal section like this, and I liked it, and that's one of the other reasons why I wanted to try it. It has a website tracker that gives you a place to write down website, login, comments, and password. It has a two-sided special days calendar, so you can just list the special days in each month, like birthdays, anniversaries that you want to remember each year. And I already have a paper like that, but it's nice to incorporate it into a planner. They give you an anniversary gift list by year with a section for notes. A birthday guide, so they give you the month, the gemstone, and the flower of that month, and then the astrology sign. So I guess that would help if you were buying flowers or something for somebody and you wanted to get them their birth month flower. Then there's a gift log, which I think is actually pretty cool. It has a spot for occasion, name, description, purchased at, amount, and type of payment. And that, the back of that is gift ideas, name, gift, available at, and amount. I really like this because sometimes I'll think of something for somebody, I'll see it, and I'll think, oh, I should get that for them, and then I forget about it. It'd be nice to keep track of that. There's a party planning page that has, you can list the information, occasion, budget, date, place, guest list, time, name, invitation extended, RSVP. On the back, you have party essentials, so items needed, purchased at, amount, type of payment, delegated to. I don't plan events, and so I don't need those. Bad experience planning events. Okay, then recommended books. I love this in the planner, title, author, and heard it from, which I think is pretty cool. Because I always get lots of recommendations, I never remember them. Recommended movies, same thing, title and heard it from, on both sides. Then there's a health and fitness tracker where you can track Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's a place where you put the week and the year. Water check boxes, there's 8 of them, 4 fruits, 4 vegetables, 1 daily supplement check box, and then there's a spot for you to track your meals. There's a food journal right here, a meal journal for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. So that's pretty cool if you keep track of those things, and I like that it's compact, right? It's like a week on that page. On the back of that, you would track your exercise for the week. So there's a spot Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then for cardio and various things like exercise, time, level, distance, and there's stuff for weight training where you can put your reps, how much weight, what muscle group. It's pretty cool if you would use something like that. And all of these are available on their website to purchase if you want more. So you only get like 1 page of this, I think, probably just to try it because it's not for everybody. Then there's a menu planner section if you want to plan breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all the days of the week. And on the back of that is a shopping list that is divided up by produce, meat, dairy, canned, frozen, bakery, dry goods, miscellaneous, and cleaning, which I think is cool because I do my grocery list like that anyway. But it's nice to have the menu on one side, the shopping list on the other, so if you're at the store you could flip back and forth and go, I could substitute or whatever based on what's on sale, things like that. They give you several of those pages, quite a few. I would say maybe 5. Then I think this is really cool. The auto information servicing. So there's a spot for 4 cars. And then a place for the license number, make, serial number, registration, expiration date. And then all these different services like oil filter change, brake service, engine tune-up, air and fuel filters changed. And there's a place for you to date it and mark the mileage for each of those things. There's a medical record section, so there's emergency numbers and then family medical information for you to put doctors, insurance information, medical facility. And on the back of that is medical examination record, so you can list, what visits you've had, what were the results of that visits. You can track your basic physical statistics like your blood pressure, your heart rate, cholesterol, weight, with these columns. There's a section for personal information, which is like all of your personal information, so I don't know who would fill this out, at least like your social security number. But then there's a place for your blood type, medications you take, allergies, employment information, like their address. Actually, that would be very handy to have. Sometimes I've needed that and haven't had it. Then I love this, like clothing size, because you could fill this out for somebody else in your family, so you would have their information as well. So like for my husband, I have a shirt size, a neck size, a sleeve length, that kind of thing. And on the back is that information for your friends and family. So there's 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 of those spots available for you to fill out those stats on people in your family so you could buy them gifts. Then there's a weights and measures and conversion table and a time zone map. Behind that is notes, and it's just note paper, just like the notepad. So I think they give you just a few, because then you have the whole notepad back there that's already pre-punched for you to put in, and it's labeled notes. Then you have addresses in the taupe, and each of the dividers has a lined back, and then you have a spot for name, address, email, work, fax, mobile, home. And they give you A, B, C, D, and they give you all of the letters, right? And then a few extra pages at the back that you could fill in where you needed them. Then it has the clear ruler page finder with the sleeve, and again the little notepad that's already pre-punched. In addition to that, since I was already placing an order, I ordered I think it was like a starter pack of like plastic inserts. So it came with, and it seemed like a pretty decent deal. It came with a 3-card business, or no, I'm sorry, is it 6? No, it's just 3. A 3-slot business card holder. It came with this, which is a top-loading pocket, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4 flaps that are business card holders that lay on top of that. Then it has a zipper, or a zip pouch. And then it came with 2 top-loading envelopes. I also saw this on the website that I wanted to try, and these are things that I think will fit into the dividers. They're called the Progressive Task List. And oh, it's stuck in here like a little book. You would peel them out. But they're already pre-hole punched, but I do think they'll fit into the page finder. And they just have, it's just a basic checklist, and there's a little key up at the top, kind of like a bullet journal key that you, if you wanted to use it, you could. And it's sort of sectioned off a little bit for you, but you certainly wouldn't have to stick with that. The back looks exactly the same, so I thought those would be really cool, because I use those little to-do lists in my ARC notebook at work all the time. And the other thing I ordered was the menu shopping list, because I know I will use that page and I will use them up. So this is a different pattern, or not a different pattern, different color scheme, but it's the same design on the front and the back. So all of that was very inexpensive for what I got, because I got the 2 binders. They all seem very high quality, and the coated canvas really does seem durable and like it will last, and it won't be a problem to like carry it around if I want to. It would be easy to clean, and it's not like super delicate that I would be worried about something happening to it. So these are actually still on clearance. Today's April 15th, and these are on clearance if you are interested. I'm sure they're while supplies last. So I hope that you have a really good day, and I hope this was helpful to you, and I will speak with you soon. Bye-bye.